Well, that thing looks like shit. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video, we are getting right into it. It is early in the morning, as you guys can see through this dirty ass window. But we are getting a early start on this project today because I'd like to get this done. So we decided to go out and burn our 2 pastures last week, and my dad actually stumbled upon a shed, and this thing is huge. And I'll show you guys in a minute. It's actually in the truck right now. I think he's around 5.5 years old. I don't know 100%, but that's just what I've been told just from his looks and how big his neck is and stuff like that. He's a pretty mature deer, and he's actually one that I come across while I was hunting last year, but he was way too far out. He was probably 60 to 80 yards out, and there was just no way I was going to be able to take a shot, especially since I was also in a ground blind. And it was really cool seeing him walk completely around me, but he was way too far. And I had never shook so much in my entire life. But I did miss that chance on possibly killing a deer, and we did not get a deer last year, so we're going to go ahead and start upgrading our stuff and getting right into early prep for deer hunting. So we're gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna show you guys the antler, and I'm gonna show you the one from last year that we also, or the year before this, just so I can show you guys the comparison of between last year's deer shed and then this year's deer shed. So let's go ahead, show you guys these antlers, move the truck out, and then start putting the deer feeder together. So let's get into it. So these are the 2 antlers. This one is the brand new one, and then this one was from last year. These are both very, very big antlers, but all I know is that these deer are huge. And they're just gonna grow over off season. So for one, I'd like to get my trail cameras out and possibly watch these deer grow moving forward into hunting season. So that's the goal in today's video, is pretty much get set up and start really watching these deer grow. So let's go ahead, get into it, and let's move this truck. All right, now we got the truck moved, and now we have, look, we got all this room. Now we are going to go ahead and as you guys can tell, I have already started. I started this project a couple weeks ago and then got sidetracked on some other things that I needed to film, and I didn't finish it. So we're finishing it today. So we got all the stuff basically already out, and we are going to now move it here and then start putting it together. So I'm gonna set the camera up and then let's get building. So when I actually started putting this together, I had basically gotten this almost done. The lid still has to go on, but minus that, the top portion is pretty much almost done. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this lid put together, finish this top portion up, and then get to the legs and pretty much the bottom base. So let's speed this up now. That's good enough.
Two hours later. 3 hours later.
I think it's supposed to hold like 250 pounds of corn. Pretty good. So that'll last me a long time. But now that I have it done, we're gonna go ahead and pull the legs completely off, put it in the back of the razor, and then pretty much make sure it's all dialed in and going, and then set it up. So let's go ahead and cut to getting into the razor. So, So, we started, I think last Sunday, we started burning fields, and we just got to this one a couple days ago, and it burned pretty well. We still have some spots that we have to hit, but for right now, I got it loaded up in the back of the RZR, and now we are driving kind of slow so that it don't fall out and break. But here's the pasture. So much better now that it's all burnt. But that deer shed was just right over here in the middle of the field. So that was really cool to find that thing. But now we got to get over here, set up, and try to figure out if we want to put this deer feeder where I've been thinking would be a really good spot. And if not, then we're gonna move it. So I'm gonna get to the spot and then I'll pick the camera up in a few. Nice.
Yeah, boy.
That was a joke. Oops. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't think it'd be that sturdy. Maybe if I pop the legs out some. Wow. This thing's nice. Now I know, I have a feeling people are gonna be like, oh, you think that's nice? Well, I have a $3,000 one. Oh, I have a $3,500 one. Oh, mine's just expensive. I don't care. I'm upgrading. This thing's dead. I kind of knew that, but I got a deer feeder now. I like this. So, as we were cleaning the shop out last week, I found my trail camera stick. So now I don't have to rely on putting a trail camera on one of these trees that are kind of far and probably wouldn't get the best pictures anyways. And now I finally found my stick. So now I can put this anywhere I want. I can put it in the middle of the field if I want to. And I'll be able to get some pictures of some deer that aren't around a tree. So that's nice. So now we got to find a spot to put it. So I finally got a spot for the trail camera. So I put it right here, and it is perfectly in line with pretty much all the surroundings that I would be able to take a shot on if a deer was in the general area. But so now that that's done, we are going to go ahead and go to where my tree stand is currently, and we are going to put my new trail camera in that spot, and then pretty much we're gonna be done. It's been a little bit now since I've wanted one of these, and I finally got one. Now, if it does me really damn good during season this year, then possibly next season I may have another one or two more. So it just depends. I'd like to have one in each field depending on how this does this year. But I really think this is going to be a very good spot with having the tree pretty much in a perfect spot for the draw. I can see any deer that may be coming up or down the draw, and then having all this area to take a shot on a deer. But we've always had deer come right through our fields or bed. So crossing fingers, hopefully we can get a solid deer on trail cameras early, so that possibly I can have a deer picked out, and then hopefully I can get a deer for McKenna, so that possibly we can both get a buck this year or get a deer. So that was pretty much mainly what I was wanting to do today. And getting this thing up, it is so cool having one of these now. Again, it's not the most expensive one, but if it works, it works. Who cares? And I have corn at the house, but I'm not gonna put any in it yet. Actually, I may go ahead and throw some corn in it for just to have some weight in it at least. But I'm very excited to see what season comes around to this year, and hopefully we see some deer. Hopefully we get a lot of good videos this year of the deer hunting part of my channel. But now that we got pretty much this up, my trail camera up, and I already have an idea of my tree stand's gonna go, possibly, it is time to get over to the other area and put the other trail camera up. So let's go ahead and get to the other place, and I'll pick the camera up when we get over there. All right, so we just made it back over to the original spot where I was hunting last season. Here's my tree stand. This is another really good spot, and I was hoping it would do better than it did last year, because here's the draw, the same draw that goes all the way around and back over there. A lot of the deer like to travel all through here, and they'll come out over here, they'll walk down here, or they start from over there and walk over here. So it's a 50-50 shot of these two spots every time. I'm hoping we still see some deer over here, but I'm also, now that we got that up, I'm hoping we see a lot of deer over there too. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my new trail camera set up over here, and then pretty much done for the rest of the day. This is what I was wanting to get done for a while now. I just haven't had time, been very busy with stuff, and then finally burning the fields it made me want to get this done a lot quicker. So we're gonna go ahead and get the trail camera put up, and then pretty much just relax the rest of the day. So knowing that I got this project done saves a lot of room now in the shop. So now let's get this thing put up. So I just got my other trail camera put up. I used two pretty damn big bungees because this tree is enormous. I say enormous, but this thing is huge. And I was really wanting to put a trail camera right here last year, but I didn't have a big enough bungee cords, and I didn't want to tie it and wrap it around the whole thing. But now that I have them, I was able to put it up in the spot that I wanted it, and now I got all access to this. I'm seeing this whole area, and I can at least see my tree stand too. So that is a big help, having that up now, having my other one up, and the deer feeder. So all my stuff, I'm upgrading all my hunting stuff from last year, and I'm hoping that this year is so much better. So now that I'm done with that, I got my deer feeder up, I got the other trail camera up and rolling. Hopefully we see something overnight or in the next couple of days. Hopefully we just see something passing through. I don't expect anything to come through, especially since I'm not putting corn out, and I'm gonna put corn in there, but I need to charge it or get that to where it's throwing the corn out. So again, I'm just doing this just to get prepared and everything set up already, and then pretty much just getting everything lined up and just seeing if we can just find something just walking through, just passing by. So I'm clearly upgrading a lot since last year and the previous years, because now I have two of those. I have a deer feeder, and we're going to be practicing a lot this off season with the bows, McKenna and I, and we've already been talking about it. So we're getting excited, getting all this prepped and already outside. Even though it's only March, I'm already getting excited. But I need to put this all out and get it done with now, because now we got a lot of RZR content and truck content coming up here soon. We got a couple of shows we're wanting to go to, possibly a couple meets. So that's for a whole different time, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Comment down below if I should change anything before season starts. Maybe look into getting something before season starts to help me boost my chances of getting a big deer this year. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.